I've made $1 million of net profit with creative real estate investing thanks to Freedom Mentor and Phil Pustejovsky. My name's Joel Jansen, and this is a continuation of my story. I did a previous video with my first $500,000 about 1.5 years ago. I'm coming to you live from the U.S. Virgin Islands right now. This is not an infomercial set behind me, but this is actually the $1 million vacation rental property I just purchased. This was kind of a dream of mine because this property is pretty unique. I used to be a chef down there in the harbor, and I would stare up. This was one of the only houses that was up here on the hillside. And I remember just thinking, like, wow, who is lucky enough to own that? And I thought maybe one day I'll have some money I can actually go up there and spend a weekend or rent it or, see what it was like. But that was kind of my goal. I never thought I'd be sitting here owning this. Now, sorry about the noise behind me, but we've got about 10 guys back there finishing it up because we got some renters coming in a few days, and there's no way I can tell them not to keep going on the work that has to be done. I remember when I joined the program, and my first question was, well, what happens after I do the $500,000 profit sharing? I mean, am I out there all alone? I'm going to be able to do deals? What happens? Well, Phil pretty much laughed a little bit and said, when you get that completed, you're going to be so much more advanced than basically most of the investors across the country. He said, basically, you can go out and do what you want after. You'll be qualified, you'll know how to do it, and you can run with it. The sky's the limit. He was right. There's no question about it. Basically, the first $500,000 I did, I split 50-50 with Phil and the Freedom Mentor team. And that took about 2.5 years. And then I've been finished that obligation for about 1.5 years now, and I've gone on to do $500,000 on my own. That was not considered a split. I've learned that my results are not typical for most creative real estate investors. Quite frankly, I don't know anybody outside the Freedom Mentor program who's done what I've done. I mean, I see a lot of newbies out there, and they are just so naive. In this business, I see they're just usually broke or scraping by, or they lose money and get out, or they just scratch the surface and that's it. The difference with Freedom Mentor is they cover every minute little detail, teaching me all the little hiccups that can come back to bite you. At first I was wondering, I was like, wow, this is kind of a lot to follow and do, but it protects you, it gets you where you want to go. So with that kind of trading, everything from time management to getting the deals done, it is covered in full detail, where I really think that's been the difference maker for me. That has set me apart from what I think the competition's doing or I hear they're doing. Freedom Mentor is real. Creative real estate investing is real. If you really, really, really want to do this and listen to Phil and the Freedom Mentor team, it's possible. I mean, if I can do it, so can you. So keep in mind, I'm just an old former chef. That's no bachelor's degrees, no this, no super high education. So keep in mind that this is real. If I can do it, so can you. Well, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll wrap up here. My name's Joel Jansen, and this is a continuation of my story.